we just had a fairly interesting trade in the NFL. Carolina traded running back Christian McCaffrey to the 49ers. Here is what San Fran gave up to get McCaffrey. In this trade, Carolina got a second, third, and fourth round pick for the 2023 NFL draft. That's this next NFL draft. They also got a 2024 fifth round pick. That's a lot to give up for Christian McCaffrey, a guy who's battled injuries a lot. This says to me that the 49ers must have really, really wanted him. It actually comes across even a little bit desperate, but the rumor is that either the 49ers or the Rams were going to get him. Now, we are still a ways away kind of from the NFL trade deadline. That's not until November 1st. It's October 21st today, Friday. And I think they just were like, we're going to offer whatever we can, not only to make sure we are the ones that get McCaffrey, but also to make sure that our division rival, the Rams, are not the team that gets Christian McCaffrey. Something that I guess forgot. I was unaware. Like, Christian McCaffrey's been around the NFL for what feels like 10 years. That's not actually true. He was drafted in 2017. Christian McCaffrey is only 26 years old, and he's newly 26. Like, he turned 26 in June, which is crazy. Like, he's got a lot of years ahead of him, you would think. Now, he's been hurt a lot, though. In the last 2 years, Christian McCaffrey has missed 23 games. He's only been available for 10 games in 2 years. He was available for 3 games in 2020. In the last year, in 2021, it was only 7 games. That's not good. Christian McCaffrey has not played a full season of football since 2019. However, I'm still very, very excited because the 49ers offense now has Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, and Brandon Ayuk all being moved around like chess pieces by Kyle Shanahan, who I think is a really smart offensive coach in the NFL. McCaffrey is really talented. He's not only a really good runner of the football, he can also catch a lot of passes. I would actually say that there's a lot of parallels between what Deebo Samuel does really well and what Christian McCaffrey does well. Now imagine them on the same team. What do you do? Like, what's going to happen? I can't wait for the day you have Jimmy Garoppolo or Trey Lance at quarterback for the 49ers, and you have Deebo Samuel on one side and Christian McCaffrey on the other. That's going to happen at some point, and that's an insane thought. And you can move McCaffrey to receiver. You can move Deebo Samuel at receiver. I think you're going to see guys in the 49ers offense just move all over the field. No one's going to really be a receiver. No one's really going to be a running back. You have athletes everywhere. And it's going to be, I think, a lot of fun to watch. I just want to see the creativity from Kyle Shanahan come out and say, like, what kind of ways can you use McCaffrey not only to test defenses, but also to extend his career? I think the more you can get McCaffrey in space at receiver maybe, or on the perimeter, rather than just running him up the middle between the tackles, the fewer hits you can get McCaffrey taking and the more open space you can get him in, the less injuries is going to accrue and the longer his career is going to get extended. So I'm really curious how Kyle Shanahan is going to use him. Now, I mean, that being said, I don't know that he was very careful with Trey Lance, his quarterback. Like, Trey Lance, he appeared to not care about his career being extended and just put him in harm's way repeatedly. So maybe that's not a thought at all for Kyle Shanahan, but from an offensive perspective and from play designing, I just can't wait to see, like, how he's going to use him. I know they gave up a lot to get him. They probably gave up too much, to be honest, to get Christian McCaffrey. I don't really care, though. I don't have a stake in it. I'm not a 49er fan. I'm not really a Panthers fan. I just I like chaos and I like interesting. And I think Christian McCaffrey maybe went to the team he's most interesting on. I would have liked to see him in Miami maybe, or LA would have been interesting. But I think Kyle Shanahan, if there's anyone that can figure out how to get the most out of Christian McCaffrey, that man is Kyle Shanahan. And I just can't wait to see what's going to happen, because it's like a science experiment. In what ways is he going to challenge defenses with Shanahan designing plays? And I can't even fathom how fun it's going to be to watch that.